हुआ नमस्कार।
Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines: Nari Shakti, military prowess and diverse cultural heritage on full display at 75th Republic Day Parade at Kartavya Path in national capital. Reports of unfurling of national flag, impressive march past and reading out of President's address to the nation come in from different parts of the country and abroad. India-France Defence Industrial Roadmap among key outcomes of French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to India, says MEA. In Bihar, political situation heats up with reports of widening of rift between two major constituents of Grand Alliance RJD and JDU. And in cricket, India take first innings lead of 175 runs at Stumps on day 2 of first test, a 5-match series against England in Hyderabad. The nation is celebrating the 75th Republic Day today. President Draupadi Murmu led the nation in celebrating Republic Day from Kartavya Path in New Delhi this morning. French President Emmanuel Macron was the chief guest at the parade, which showcased India's growing Nari Shakti, rich cultural diversity, unity and progress, and military prowess. The ceremony began with the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the National War Memorial, where he led the nation in paying solemn tributes to the fallen heroes by laying a wreath. Based on the twin themes of Vikasit Bharat and Bharat Loktantra Ki Matruka, this year's parade witnessed the participation of around 13,000 special guests. This initiative provided an opportunity for people from all walks of life to take part in the celebrations and encourage Jan Bhagidari in this national festival. As per tradition, the national flag was unfurled, followed by the national anthem, with a booming 21-gun salute. 4 Mi-17-4 helicopters showered flower petals on the audience present at Kartavya Path. This was followed by Avahan, a band performance by over 100 women artists, playing various types of percussion instruments symbolizing Nari Shakti. Tanks T-90 Bhishma, Nag missile system, infantry combat vehicle, all-terrain vehicle Pinaka, weapon locating radar system Swati, Sarvatra mobile bridging system and medium-range surface-to-air missile system, among others, were a part of this year's parade. Tableaus of 16 states, union territories and 9 ministries rolled down the Kartavya Path, showcasing India's rich cultural diversity and creativity. Reports of unfurling of national flag, impressive march past and reading out of President's address to the nation come in from different parts of the country and abroad. In Jammu and Kashmir, the Republic Day celebrations passed off peacefully with traditional enthusiasm, fervour and gaiety amidst heightened security arrangements. The UT-level main function was held at Maulana Azad Stadium in Jammu, where Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha unfurled the tricolour, took the salute and addressed the function, while in Srinagar, advisor to LG Rajiv Rai Bhatnagar presided over the Republic Day celebrations at Bakshi Stadium. A report.
Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha laid worth at eternal flame of the memorial at the Balidan Stump and paid tributes to the brave martyrs of police, army and CAPF who laid down their lives in the service of the motherland. At the man function, school children and artists of J&K Academy of Art, Culture and Languages presented a colorful cultural program featuring theme-based presentations. And Gulshan Rana for Akashvani News from Jammu.
Our Hyderabad correspondent presents this report.
In Telangana, the national flag hoisted at all constitutional institutions, government offices and offices of all political parties. In Hyderabad, large number of people seen enthusiastically taking part in Republic Day celebrations held at various places. At the ceremonial parade held at the central lawns of public gardens in Hyderabad, Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan hoisted the tricolour and took the salute from the armed forces. Addressing the people, the governor highlighted the significance of the Indian Constitution in uniting the nation and paid tributes to the architects of the Constitution. Lakshmi from Hyderabad.
In a grand display of patriotism, citizens across Andhra Pradesh came together to commemorate the Republic Day. More from our correspondent.
Governor Sri S. Abdul Nazir has participated as chief guest at the Republic Day celebrations held in Vijayawada. Abdul Nazir unfolded the national flag, took salute of the contingents, inspected the parade, and presented mementos to the best contingents and awards to the best tableaus. The governor's address captivated the audience, underscoring the importance of unity, diversity, and progress in the state. Allu Murali, Akashvani News, Vijayawada.
The Indian Embassy in Abu Dhabi and the Consulate General in Dubai became focal points for the vibrant festivities where members of the Indian community participated in large numbers. The spirit of Republic Day reverberated prominently in the Northern Emirates of the UAE, where various Indian associations and centres organised flag-hoisting ceremonies demonstrating unity and pride among the Indian expatriates. Our West Asia correspondent reports at the Indian Embassy in Riyadh, the celebration saw enthusiastic participation of more than 500 people, which included Indian Embassy officials, journalists, and members of the Indian community. Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Pranay Verma, read out excerpts from the President's address to the nation, followed by patriotic songs performed by the members of the Indian community in Dhaka. In Sri Lanka, cultural performances added to the flavour of the celebrations. Earlier, remembering the sacrifices of the Indian peacekeeping force in the island nation, the High Commissioner laid a wreath at the IPKF Memorial. The Assistant High Commissioner of India at Kandy, as well as the consulates at Jaffna and Hambantota, too celebrated the day. President Draupadi Murmu hosted an at-home reception at Rashtrapati Bhavan this evening. Chief guest of this year's Republic Day celebrations, French President Emmanuel Macron, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi were among those who attended the function. Diplomats, senior officials of the government and other prominent citizens also attended the function. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
जो है बड़ा दोहराएंगे भी, योग करेंगे खाएंगे भी, खेलेंगे भी।
29 जनवरी 2024 को सुबह 11 बजे भारत मंडपम प्रगति मैदान नई दिल्ली में आयोजित होगा लोकप्रिय कार्यक्रम परीक्षा पे चर्चा।
Welcome back to the news at 9. In Bihar, the rift between two major constituents of Grand Alliance RJD and JDU has widened following a statement on dynastic politics by Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. Several other issues like delay in seat sharing for upcoming Lok Sabha elections among INDIA coalition also added fuel to the ongoing friction. The RJD has asked Nitish Kumar to clear his standby today on the ongoing political tussle. Three parties, BJP, JDU and RJD, have convened meetings of their MLAs in Patna tomorrow. In the fast-changing political scenario, JDU President Nitish Kumar held discussions at his residence in Patna with the party's senior leaders and some MLAs. On the same pattern, continuous consultations are also going on in RJD. BJP is also closely watching the situation as the party high command held a meeting with its state party president Samrat Chaudhary and senior state leaders last night in New Delhi. Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra today said that India-France defence industrial roadmap is among the key outcomes of French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to India. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Mr. Quatra said documents which have been agreed upon during the French President's visit include an agreement on defence space partnership and an MOU between New Space India Limited and Ariane Space with regard to satellite launches. He added that an industrial partnership between Tata and Airbus helicopters for the production of H-125 helicopters is also among the key outcomes. He announced that the year 2026 will be celebrated as India-France Year of Innovation.
Focus on the priority of defense cooperation through this roadmap is to actually identify opportunities for partnership in the defense industrial sector that prioritize co-designing, co-development, co-production with the whole and also building the defense supply chains between the two countries.
Mr. Quatra said Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President also discussed the ongoing conflict in Gaza and its various dimensions during their meeting. He said both leaders also discussed developments in the Red Sea, including the potential disruptions caused by the developments. French President Emmanuel Macron today said France aims to have 30,000 Indian students in 2030. In a social media post, Mr. Macron said it is a very ambitious target, but he is determined to make it happen. He added that France is launching new pathways in order to teach French in public schools with the initiative French for All, French for a Better Future. He also said a network of Alliance Française is being developed with new centers to learn French. He said international classes are being created which will allow students who do not necessarily speak French to join French universities. Turkey's President Tayyip Erdogan has approved Sweden's NATO membership following ratification by Parliament. The presidency's communications directorate said President Erdogan signed the presidential decree on the Nordic country's accession into the military alliance and approved the relevant protocol. The law has now come into effect. Earlier on Tuesday, Turkish Parliament ratified Sweden's membership in a 287 to 55 vote. Admission of a new member requires the unanimous support of all NATO members, and Hungary is now the only ally not to have ratified Sweden's accession. In cricket, India were well placed with a score of 421 for 7, taking a lead of 175 runs against England at Stumps on day 2 of the first test of the 5-match series in Hyderabad. Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel were batting on 81 and 35 respectively at close of play. KL Rahul scored 86 runs while Yashasvi Jaiswal made 80. For England, Tom Hartley and Joe Root picked up 2 wickets apiece. Yesterday, England were all out for 246 in their first innings after deciding to bat first. In FIH Hockey 5's Women's World Cup, Team India today stormed into the semi-finals after defeating New Zealand 11-1 at Muscat in Oman. The Indian team went all guns blazing in the first half and ended it with a 6-1 lead. In the second half, they scored another 5 goals with the help of hat-trick goals from Indian star Deepika. On to weather, dense to very dense fog occurred at most places over Punjab and Uttar Pradesh, at many places over Uttarakhand, Haryana, Chandigarh and Delhi, and at isolated places over Rajasthan today. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Nari Shakti, military prowess and diverse cultural heritage on full display at 75th Republic Day Parade at Kartavya Path in national capital. Reports of unfurling of national flag, impressive march past and reading out of President's address to the nation come in from different parts of the country and abroad. India-France defence industrial roadmap among key outcomes of French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to India, says MEA. In Bihar, political situation heats up with reports of widening of rift between 2 major constituents of Grand Alliance, RJD and JDU. And in cricket, India take first innings lead of 175 runs at Stumps on day 2 of first test of 5-match series against England in Hyderabad. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.
पापा, आपका स्कूटर 2 पहियों पे चलता है, फिर भी